In this video, I'll be showing you how to embed ComuniBee news feeds, events feeds, and events calendars into your website. It's actually pretty straightforward, and we've created a blog post that should also help you. The final product should look something like this, or something like this. So, step one is to find your community ID, and you can do so by going into the administrative dashboard, clicking into your community, and then going down to Building ID. This is your community ID, which will help you to embed your features into your website. So now that we've found that, step two is to edit the embed links so that they work for your community. As you can see here, there are three types of embed links. One for newsfeed, one for events feed, and one for events calendar. Now, currently, you can see that the number at the end is 1026, which corresponds to my community. But if your community ID is 1027, for example, you'll have to change those digits at the end so that it works for your community. Otherwise, you'll be embedding links from other communities into your website. Once you've figured out your embed links, replace them in this iframe code that we've provided. Now, iframe code essentially allows you to embed things into your website in the form of HTML. And so if your website is built using HTML, you can copy this code and paste it into the HTML text, and you should start to have things show up. For most websites, though, these days, they use some sort of page builder or website management system, such as WordPress or Squarespace. And if you have those systems in place, you'll usually have widgets or blocks that you can add, which will allow you to add HTML code. I'll show you how to do that in a second. Finally, once you've gotten your iframe code down, all you have to do is copy and paste it into the website and the page you want, and it'll start showing up automatically. So let's take you through an example. Say I want to embed an events calendar like this into my website. First thing I have to do is get my community ID, which is 1026. Then I change the embed link for an events calendar so that it has my ID at the end. In this case, I don't have to change it because it's already like that. Then I replace that in the iframe code, which I will do in a second, and then paste it into the website, and hopefully it will start showing up. So I'm actually going to copy this and paste it into this dummy page that I created. Now, as you can see, we use WordPress and we have this page builder called Elementor. If you want to add HTML code to a page using a page builder, they'll typically have something like an HTML widget or a block that you can add, and this is where you can paste HTML code into. So I'll just delete the duplicate there. And as you can see, there's this HTML section. I'll go ahead and paste what I had copied into here, and you already see some stuff showing up. Now, as you can see, there are some errors here. We're not able to find what I wanted. And that's because sometimes HTML code can be a little finicky, especially around these quotation marks. So you might just have to edit some of the quotation marks here so that they are the same. And as soon as you see me doing that, you can see that this is updating properly. Now, the problem is this is a news feed, and I wanted an event calendar. So what I need to do is change this from news to calendar. And as soon as I've done that, you can now see that the calendar is showing up. So if I were to open that, you can kind of see that this is not showing up very well. Well, that probably has to do with the width and the height. So once again, I say make sure that your quotation marks are working, because otherwise your window will not appear like this. That looks a lot better. So now once that's done, you can update or whatever you need to do for your page. And if we go ahead and view the page, we should have the events calendar showing up. And there it is. Pretty handy. Once again, if you need any help with this, you can always refer back to the blog post we created for this on how to embed ComuniBee news and events feeds. We hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to send us an email at support@comunibee.ca. Thanks.